Wait. Stand and scroll. Heading toward Hung Temple. What are you searching for this holiday? Perhaps just a spiritual anchor. A place where, since ancient times, whenever the nation faced a turning point, the leaders returned to report, to pray, to reflect upon their own hearts. That place is the Hung Temple, where the nation's vow has echoed through generations. No matter where you go, north or south, remember the ancestors' anniversary on the 10th of the 3rd lunar month. The song passes through every land. The mountains and rivers remain ours for 1,000 years. From the dynastic eras to this very day, the worship of the Hung kings has never been interrupted. It is not merely a ritual. It is the thread binding the past to the present. Since 2001, the National Assembly officially recognized this as the national anniversary. A day off for the entire people, not for mere leisure, but to remember the root. And the world took notice. In 2012, UNESCO recognized the worship of Hung kings as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. But there is something few notice. In 2024, in just 10 days, over 3 million people made the pilgrimage to Hung Temple. In 2025, that number surged to 5.5 million. A nation of over 100 million? With millions turning toward a single death anniversary. That is not just a statistic. It is a cultural instinct, a collective memory. Even compared to the great sacred sites of the world, this still demands reflection. But the real story lies in the signs behind the scenes. 2024, the moment the nation entered a phase of reorganizing its leadership. At Hung Temple, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh and senior leaders offered incense. Afterward, those faces gradually filled the positions within the 4 pillars. A coincidence? Or a message sent from this sacred ground? Even the smallest details, like the lilies offered before the Ho Chi Minh relief, led many to believe there are signals that not everyone can see. Then came April 26, 2024. Vong Din Hue resigned. Everything seemed linked. Hung Temple, on that anniversary, was not just a place of remembrance. It was like a whisper about the movement of the nation. In 2025, the faces appearing at the ceremony continued to draw attention. And by 2026, Lê Minh Hung was elected Prime Minister. Random? Or a form of early signal from history? You may believe. You may not. But one thing is undeniable. Hung Temple is not just a place of worship. It is where the Vietnamese deposit their faith. Where human affairs seem reflected under the wool of heaven. That alone is enough for this place to live forever in the national consciousness. If you want to understand deeper the ways of prayer, the application of feng shui, and the Vietnamese culture of worship at Hung Temple, leave your question. We will discuss clearly, without superstition, but never with indifference.